everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Powell going on the microphone. Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. Started. Why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Yo, what's up, lovely people? Welcome back. It's Tuesday, July 30th. I'm trying to remember the date. Yeah, Thursday, July 30th. Tomorrow, end of the month, we got FOMC, and somehow the day just before FOMC, the market comes tumbling, man. Big downside move on the market. We pushed into last week's low, basically. It looked like we were gonna go a little bit lower than that, but then SPY found some support a little bit earlier and then basically helped the QQQ market. Overall, the idea was this just a stop run on the market on the day before FOMC, because people already can kind of see that FOMC is being projected as a possible pause rate hike, and then when they do pause the rate hike, they bump the market right back up tomorrow, right? So a little bit of what's really going on over here in the market question today for us. IWM was green, but even IWM looked weak at one point, right? Nvidia breaking multiple levels to the downside. In the after hours, Nvidia actually broke all the way down to $100, bounced right off of $100 in the after hours, and probably bounced because with the help of AMD's earnings report. So today after hours we had AMD, Microsoft, Starbucks, and a bunch of other names reporting after hours. So lots of stuff to talk about, lots in store. FOMC tomorrow, big names such as Microsoft, AMD earnings reports to read. Other names along in there such as ANET, Starbucks, and so on. What type of opportunities do we see tomorrow, and how can we make the best out of the trades that set up tomorrow and make that sweet cheddar cheese, baby, sweet, make that dollar. So that's the point of this show. And obviously, if you haven't heard, if you're new to the show, then make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. We do this Monday to Thursday, 8 o'clock at night, 8 p.m. EST, and then Sunday we do it at 6 p.m. So since we have a lot to talk about, I want to kind of dive straight into the screen. But before we do that, let's say hi to the beautiful viewers. We got Dieter, we got TH in the chat. Dieter saying hello, TH saying Julia Lennon, circa 1998. I'm not sure who that is, but if you're asking who the thumbnail is about, the thumbnail comes from Lisa Su. Thumbnail comes from Lisa Su, who's the CEO of AMD, and is also somehow blood related to the CEO of Nvidia. Isn't that crazy? The CEO of Nvidia and the CEO of AMD are both from the same family, like off by 3 cousins or something. They're basically cousins. That's fucking insane if you ask me. You know, this shows you that the talent in their bloodline is so high that both of them ended up being CEO of 2 of the biggest semiconductor companies in the world. That's insane if you ask me. But anyways, we're not here to discuss family bloodline and you know who's running what. We're here to talk about all the moves that we can take advantage of, and for that, we gotta go to the full screen. We got CDP rolling in the chat. What's up, CDP? How you doing, brother? Hopefully you had a good day. Let me know what you guys traded today. How did your day go? Did you guys smack the market? And what are you looking to smack tomorrow? Put in the chat, and if your stock is not on my watch list, we could probably throw it on there, and then you know, chart it for us. Chart it and get all ready on all that fun stuff. Let's try going to full screen mode for a day or two, because we've never really used full screen mode on stream unless we're playing chess. You guys like full screen mode? That way you guys don't see how many tabs I have open, and you guys don't keep bitching about how many tabs I have open. Talking to Ani over here. Alright, so at the top of my watch list, we got bang, AMD, Microsoft, Starbucks, and all the other stocks that are reporting tomorrow, or sorry, tonight after hours and tomorrow pre-market. So let's just show you the earnings calendar. We got AMD, Microsoft, Starbucks, ANET, Pinterest, First Solar, Lemonade, and EA Sports. It's in the game. Some of the stocks that we're just some of the stocks that we're going to be reading earnings reports for. So obviously it's going to take quite some time looking at this. Tomorrow pre-market, we got Boeing, NCLH, MasterCard. For you smokers over there, MO, Altria, possibly something to keep an eye on. Kraft Heinz, for you ketchup lovers, possibly keep an eye on that one. For my wings lovers, for my chicken lovers, Wingstop. I think Rick Ross owns a franchise of Wingstop, but that doesn't really matter. Anyways, Wingstop also reporting earnings tomorrow. I've yet to try Wingstop's. Now I'm getting hungry thinking about their chicken. I do have some of my own chicken that, well, not my own, some of the barbecue that I hosted over the weekend, chicken. I should probably go warm up some of that chicken and eat, because I am hungry, boy. I'm hungry hippo. Hungry for the cash like I'm hungry hippo. All right. So Wingstop coming in with a report tomorrow pre-market. Tomorrow after hours, we've got some heavy hitters reporting, so make sure you tune in at 8 o'clock to dive into these reports like the way we're going to dive into AMD, Microsoft, and all the other fun stuff today using our good friends over at Benzinga. Amazing tool. Go check them out. I'm going to bring them out to the main screen over here real quick just to show you all the other stuff that they got. So as soon as you log in, this is Benzinga Pro, you get alerted with the the latest news, or probably something that you might want to keep an eye on. The chat system is right here, and this chat system is active throughout the day. They're talking about trades, they're talking about setups, and all kinds of fun stuff that you might be interested in, you'll learn off of, right? So if you don't have a chat room where you can discuss ideas, talk trades, join our Discord. We love our Discord group. Angry Buddha, Dieter, Blind Jedi, all of us hanging out in there talking trades throughout the day. We also got Doomlord, an absolute crazy guy, but an amazing trader, right? If you can handle his craziness, you can swift through his craziness and decipher his trades. That's all that matters, right? Join our Discord. There's a nice chat room over there, or you can join the Benzinga chat room also. Link in the description below. What in the hell was that noise? What in the hell was that noise? Something. Oh, maybe someone was putting their garbage bins outside because it is garbage day tomorrow. All right. So chat, not just chats, we also got amazing tools like scanners, charting, graphs and stuff, alert systems that you can set up. I mostly use their platform, Benzinga platform, for news because they are the best at that. They have a squawk going on that you can play throughout the trading hours that will keep alerting you what stocks are moving and so on. So anything that of interest of that sorts, go check out the link in the description or in the bio, depending on the software that you are watching me on. There. Oh my god, that is a lot to read. Let's start with this. This is a lot to read. Alright, let's get to work. We're gonna have to bring it to the main screen because this is quite a bit to read, fellas. AMD reporting Tuesday after market close second quarter earnings and revenue that increased year over year amid strength in data center revenue and fairly positive performance in the client business. The guidance for running quarter also came in ahead of expectations. Reacting to the results, the semiconductor stock was up 4.8% after hours trading. Q2 earnings report surrounding possible cutbacks in order from Microsoft flagged by analysts and formidable threat posed by artificial intelligence frontrunner Nvidia. Here's how the headline numbers compare to the street estimates and comparable metrics from the prior year's periods. Revenue coming in at 5.84 billion compared to 5.72 billion, so they beat the estimates. They guided 5.7 billion year over year. Change is 9 billion. Change from quarter to quarter is 9% year over year, not 9 billion. And change quarter to quarter is 7%. EPS coming in at 69 cents. Consensus was 68 cents, so they barely beat. They did not guide their EPS at all last time. However, it is a 19% beat on year to year and an 11% beat on a quarter to quarter. Gross margin coming in at 53 cents for the quarter. They did not have a consensus. They guided 53%. They got 53%. Year to year change of 3 points. Quarter to quarter change of 1 point. So far, across the board, we are seeing growth. The beat on EPS and revenue is almost insignificant, but they are showing you growth across the board at the moment. Rival Intel Corp, which typically reports ahead of AMD, is scheduled to announce its quarterly results on Thursday. Intel is expected to report 23% year-to-year drop in earnings per share and a flattish revenue. Commenting on AMD's results, CEO Lisa Su, we delivered a strong revenue and earnings growth in the second quarter driven by record data center segment revenue. Our AI business continued accelerating and we are well positioned to deliver strong revenue growth in the second half of the year led by demand for Instinct, EPYC and Ryzen processors. The rapid advances in generative AI are driving demand more for compute in every market, creating significant growth opportunities as we deliver leadership AI solutions across our business. I mean, you're trying, but you know, we'll give you A for effort. Jesus Christ, why did I click that? Where did it go? I think that was it. No, was this it? That was it. Ahead of the results, Rosenblatt's Hans Mosesman, okay, called for an inline second quarter print and a slight upside to the third quarter guidance, underpinned by AI momentum. Shares gains in the general purpose x82 CPUs, seasonal PC gaming, and stabilizing embedded X-Link market segment. AMD business, how they did Q2 compared to clocked record data center revenue, a bunch of other numbers over here, which grew at 3%. So strong Ryzen processors are growing at 3% year to year. It looks like they're taking a little bit more market share away from Intel and all. I guess who's the other processors that people really use? Is this AMD and Intel, right? I don't even know any other processors out there besides AMD and Intel. So it looks like AMD taking a little bit more market share away from Intel overall. A data center, this will be pretty important. Looks like revenue of total year-to-year change of 115%, quarter to quarter of 21%. Revenue of Percentage of total revenue, 48%. Okay, gotcha. Client segment grew year to year by 49%. However, the gaming segment went down 59% year to year, and the embedded segment, whatever that is down 41% year to year. So they did grow drastically on the data center side, but the gaming segment still taking a beating. Obviously, not a lot of people really caring about AMD GPUs, even if they NVIDIA GPUs are just way more loved by people. So that's what you're getting out of that one. AMD Q3 outlook for the third quarter. AMD expects revenue of 6.7 billion plus or minus 300 million against street estimates of 6.61 billion. It guided third quarter non-GAAP gross margin to be about 53.5. I think we came in about 53% over here, so you're just increasing about a 0.5%. AMD, where are we? The street models full year earnings to come in at 3.49 cents per share and a revenue of 25.57, which is roughly an increase of 32% and a 13%. So 32% increase on EPS and a 13% increase on revenue is being expected for the outlook. The focus now shifts to earnings call hosted by AMD's management team at 5 p.m. Obviously, we're way past that. Talking on possibly new AI accelerators or possibly whatever that is, AI accelerators over there. The chip maker stock at the point of the report, from year to date, they're talking about year to date, came down 6%. iShares, which is an ETF for semiconductors with the ticker SOXX, and the S&P 500 both have rallied 15 and 14.7% during that same period from year to date. So they're just comparing AMD to the SOXX ETF or the S&P 500 ETF, both of which have apparently gone up. That's a crazy comparison. Not sure why they would do that. They're kind of throwing dirt at my boys AMD over here. Stop throwing dirt at AMD. You know, that's a overall I would say this is they are growing, right? On the main parts, what we want to see is on the revenue, they're growing 9%. On EPS, they're growing 19%. They're expecting to grow 32% on the full year EPS side and 13% on the full year revenue side. But if you dive into the numbers a little bit, you're seeing that they did drop by about 59% on the gaming segment. But even with losing 59% in the gaming segment and 41% over here, they're still beating a revenue and they're growing. So this is a segment that could easily be fought for later on down the line, but right now looks like they're fighting for other segments such as data centers, which is really showing you a lot of their growth, and that's where most of their money is coming from. Now obviously if data center is showing you decline and not such a drastic growth, that would be really scary for AMD at that point. Now these are just theories that I'm spinning up out of my head. I'm just kind of trying to understand, you know, just where the company's making money from. They're only making $648 million. That's peanuts out of the gaming segment, but they're making $2.8 billion out of the data center, and they're growing 115% on that site, right? So if they're growing that even more crazy and that keeps on growing until that growth starts to diminish, I think we're still good over here. But I could just be smoking that hopium and because I love AMD, right? I could just be smoking that hopium because I love AMD and praying that it goes back up. However, I do know that it did go back up today after hours because I was spying on it a little bit on my way home. Even when I was walking my dog, I was spying on the move after hours, kind of looking at where the stock was going while I was listening to Joe Rogan, Francis Ngannou episode. All right, so AMD, nice little pop up to the north side, almost taking back that 150 area. We actually pop above 150, but then just have a nice, beautiful, smooth consolidation into that 150. Not able to close above 150 in the after hours here. Still up 7.7%. Beautiful recovery because initially we started to go down, and that started with Microsoft. Microsoft started bringing the overall market down. Microsoft started bringing NVIDIA down. NVIDIA, as you guys can see, bounced exactly off $100 and 1 penny. insane opportunity to get long there if you were watching Nvidia go down because of Microsoft, and you just picked up some shares, instantly back up to 108. Now it's just up to what happens tomorrow on FOMC, on Microsoft, on the whole market, because whoever bought Nvidia at 100, if Nvidia goes back at 100 tomorrow and it actually manages to break that, that looks like a big short opportunity there. Or if we hold 100, that looks like a big long opportunity there. So I'm very excited for tomorrow, especially with Papa Powell taking the microphone, and it's going to be tidal waves throughout the day because we got big names reporting today after hours. They're gonna move tomorrow. As 12 o'clock comes, sorry, as 2 o'clock comes, we're gonna get more moves, and then as 2:30 comes, we're gonna get more moves. So it's a day for us to not take a break. That's what it is. Day for us to not take a break tomorrow. AMD at the moment, it's basically going back into previous levels, as you guys can see right here. Previous zones, we do have these areas mapped out. It is a little bit above 150 for me, that I would kind of wait to see if AMD rejects, and even above 150 I've seen the stock go up to 156 just these 3 days over here. As I was watching the action on those days very cleanly, it was like 155, 156, stock would push in and reject from there. So even I could easily see the stock pumping up there, so I would be a little scared to try to short it. I would be very careful trying to short it. The stock could have some momentum that it finally needs to go back up, but because of that earnings report, I know I was, stroking off AMD at the moment. That report is also not extremely bullish enough for me to say, the stock is going back into $200 or anything crazy like that. They still have a big struggle in front of them. That AI segment that they are lagging on is very, very big, and a big mistake, right? Big mistake. Nvidia has been whooping their ass on that, and until they start taking away some real market share from Nvidia on the AI segment, it's I think AMD is a little struggle. A lot of other people on Twitter are also calling the top on semiconductors for a little while. So let's see if AMD pushes into this 150, is unable to find buying above 150, then we got a possible short back down to the south side, possibly taking us to 145 or so, which would still keep the stock green on the day, because we closed today at 138.44. If we close at 145 tomorrow by rejecting 150, giving us a $5 move, that still closes AMD on the positive side, right? That still closes AMD on the positive side. So for those of you thinking that, for someone who is just stroking off AMD's cock and he's looking for a short, understand the theory. We're day traders. We're not investors. We get in, get out, make our money in the little span that the theory and the setup plays into, and that's it. Hit it and quit it. So if the setup shows up, we want to take advantage of it. Let's go take a look at Microsoft. We just saw Microsoft push down and then push back up. So let's go find out what exactly it is that happened with Microsoft's earnings report. Wow, Benzinga, you never posted these crazy lengthy earnings reports, and now you got the fucking essays going on over here. What the hell, Benzinga? Let's quickly go see what the chat is saying. I'm long GE for September, but got smashed today. Yeah, I mean, GE on the second day itself off the earnings report, the way it pulled back, that would have kept me away from looking long for a little while. Just letting you know on that side. Julian is the son of former Beatle John Lennon from Cynthia, John's first wife. Ah. What's up, Angry Buddha? I heard the rumor, short MasterCard, but you didn't hear from me. A hungry hippo eats marbles, not cash. Yeah, but you get the idea. It's hungry for cheese, like I'm hungry hippo. You wouldn't know if you don't listen to Project Pat. Come on, brother. Dougie Chill. What's up, brother? Nvidia, SPY. Yeah, we have it on the watch list. It's gonna all crash like a mofo now, says Ponzi. What's up, Ponzi? Most tech stocks going to fall further than P did. Yo, yeah, that whole thing was crazy. That whole P Diddy thing was nuts. Big money is shorting, not buying. Apple announces major improvements 2 days ago and falls 5%. Uy, contraire, mon ami. Don't get trapped tomorrow. Yeah, AMD could easily trap people. Too many Nvidia shares on weak hands. That 100 retest on Nvidia will be something. That 100 retest on Nvidia will be something. All right, let's go see why Microsoft originally dumped off. Microsoft reported fourth quarter revenue of $64.7 billion, up 15% year over year. The revenue beat estimates, okay. The company reported earnings per share of $2.95 per the fourth quarter, beating street consensus estimates of $2.92, okay. Intelligent Cloud segment revenue, $28.5 billion, up 19% year to year. Cloud services revenue up 21% year to year. Azure and other cloud services revenue posted a growth of 29% year to year. Azure's growth missed expectations even though they're growing 29%, the missed expectations according to Reuters. Okay. Revenue in the productivity and business processes segment up 11%. Office commercial products and cloud services revenue went. How? Who the fuck uses the Office suites anymore? Nobody. Office 365 commercial revenue went up to 13. If you work in an office and they make you use Office 365 instead of Google Office or whatever, your office is crazy. Office consumer products and cloud services revenue was up 3% year to year. The company said Office 365 consumer subscribers grew to, shut up, 82.5 million. LinkedIn revenue was up 10. They own LinkedIn? No wonder LinkedIn went to shit. LinkedIn revenue went up 10% year to year. The company's dynamic products and cloud services revenue went up 16%. Revenue in the more personal computing segment revenue totaled up to $15.9 billion, which is up 14% year to year. Segment was led by Windows revenue up 7% year to year. Windows commercial products and cloud services revenue growth of 11% year to year. Xbox content and services revenue was up 61% because of the impact of Activision. Okay. Our strong performance this fiscal year, blah, 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 as a platform. The company said it returned $8.4 billion to shareholders in the fourth quarter via share buybacks and dividends. Microsoft reported record bookings in the Microsoft Cloud quarter revenue as $36.8 billion, up 21%. For the fiscal year, Microsoft revenue came in at up 61% year to year. I mean, they did not lose a single thing. Just because of this? That was the main headline, surprisingly enough, when Microsoft came out. That was the main headline I was reading, at least, that yo, Microsoft cloud miss. How did it miss? How's that a miss? It clearly that's pretty surprising to me, right? This is why we say we're not analysts, we're day traders. A pretty big rejection over here to the downside on what seems to be maybe a miss on cloud. That was the big headline that was floating around. But based on what we saw, obviously that looked like a banger report, right? Increase on every single side. Xbox increasing by 69%. Giggity. Xbox increasing by 69% because of the acquisition of Activision and so on. So far, the numbers look good, but the market just did not like it. So we're watching patiently. Basic tech levels. How does today's low? Today's low actually happens to be like last week's low. You can see right here, today's low 417.36. Last week's low 417.27. So if by any chance we pull back to this area and find resistance and not able to trade above there, a good short setting up right into that area, taking us right back below 400, right into this double bottom of $389 or so, especially if the market's weak. And then we got FOMC being a little bit more hawkish. That's a scenario, right? FOMC being a little bit more hawkish and the market flushes even more, taking Microsoft even more lower. Obviously the report was not that bearish for me to think this bearish at all on Microsoft. The report looks pretty damn good, so I'm expecting a lot of chop tomorrow. Easily a lot of chop, and then maybe FOMC actually carries the stock into a direction, which is very easily possible, because the move does not reciprocate with what we just read. It looks completely different. So for me, I'm gonna have to be very patient. I need a proper like reject on the 5-minute chart, not like a 1-minute chart, right? Proper reject on the 5-minute chart. It's got to go into one of these technical levels and show me resistance being formed there, or show me buyers building above these levels for me to even think long on the stock tomorrow, or even short on the stock tomorrow. Any sort of a setup. So need a proper 5-minute pattern for me to play off with. It's going to be very price action based, very momentum based on in the first half an hour, and then later on in the day I'll be looking to see how I can place myself in a swing trader's mindset and look to see where I can get long on the trade so I can hold it for the rest of the day, or get short on the trade where I can hold it for the rest of the day, and so on. So watching Microsoft, probably pretty high important as a priority, all at the same priority as AMD. Same priority as AMD. My throat is really dry, so I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, we got some juicy ass, fellas. Cheers. Momo's in the house, buying more Ford. Let's go, Momo. I like it. We got some juicy ass chat. Cheers. Cheers to all my IPA lovers. God, that's cold and sour as shit. Probably wrong choice to get. For you know, trying to quench my thirst. But we did it. We did it. It's gonna be some beer and chess tonight, most likely. All right, let's get to the next earnings report. Starbucks. Earnings revenue miss, EPS in line. Comparable stores down 3%. I'm expecting the stock to go down overall. Looks like it was flat after hours. Okay, that's pretty surprising. Starbucks reported revenue 9.1 billion compared to 9.24 billion, so miss. Comparable store sales declined by 3%, driven by a 5% decline in comparable store transactions, partially offset by a 2% increase in average tickets. Comps fell by 2% in North America, 14% in China, and 7% internationally during the quarter. Less people go into Starbucks. Active US rewards memberships reached, who cares? Nobody cares. Okay. Our three-part action plan is beginning to work and driving operational improvements that we expect to. Okay, whatever. Where's the outlook? No outlook. Starbucks board declared a cash dividend of 57 cents payable on October 30th. Not seeing an outlook at all. So this looks like a pretty much of a negative report to me. Let's see if the stock went up or down. Went up on that. What, chat? What are we missing here? Microsoft reports amazing, goes down. Starbucks reports missing on stores, every single store across the board in North America and in China, and won't like Starbucks probably get banned in China if Trump not if, sorry, when Trump becomes president. Like, isn't that a big possibility? I mean, what are we talking about here? I'm not sure this is a sustainable move for the stock tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Now, that report is not bullish at all. That looks like a pretty bearish report, but the move is completely opposite of that. We got a nice little break of last week's high, break past last week's high, pull back, and looks like we're holding a little bit above last week's high. But I'm more so looking to see how the stock behaves on any pops into this $80, $81. If we get above this, we got more resistance levels above, but that's all the way into $83.43. So if the stock is actually, you know, able to find buying above this last week's high of, where is it, $79, $78.50. If the stock is actually able to find buying above $78.50, there could be a long to 83 or even 81. But I'm more so interested in the short because this looks like a fugazi. But hey, the stock gives us a $7 ATR. I remember the last earnings report, it gave us a monster trading opportunity, so I'm going to be watching this one pretty closely. Looks like we could have a little bit of a slap back right down, or a complete reversal right back up. Either way, Starbucks, not something to ignore. ANET, this looks like a nothing burger move. ANET, if I remember correctly, another semiconductor company reporting earnings today after hours. Okay, 1.69 versus 1.651 beat. 2.1 versus 1.95 beat. Revenue was up 15.9% year to year, 7.6% compared to the prior quarter. Gross margin is 64.9% in the quarter. Outlook 1.72 to 1.75 versus 1.652. Amazing. Company anticipates third quarter gross margin approximately 63 to 64, which is currently a little bit lower than what they have. I mean, what's wrong over here with this company? Today is complete opposite day. However, we did reverse that move very sharply. This could have been just the market flushing, Microsoft going down, so ANET just following suit with it, and Nvidia going down also, just kind of bringing down everything. And then eventually the stock corrected its move. They actually beat their guidance. They beat their guidance quite a bit over here for the next quarter. Where is it? Yeah, so the expectation is 1.652 billion. Their guidance is 1.72 to 1.75 billion. So ANET looking very strong for tomorrow. Let's kind of zoom out on the bigger time frame over here. I mean, that's a nice double bottom. Sadly, we won't be able to catch it at all. I'm more so thinking we get a chance to play with this double top over here, kind of forming into 330, 329 area. So let's see if that 329, 330 comes into play tomorrow, and either we get to play a reject off that, or we get to play a break past that to the north side on ANET, which has a pretty damn bullish report. I think the market just kind of shook the stock up a little bit, but this stock could easily give you some monster moves. Pinterest, ooh, a stock that had a recent short report. So recent short report on Pinterest, I think we just broke that 37 cleanly. Yeah, breaking that 37 cleanly on the earnings report, which seems to be a beat. Is it? Let's go find out. $854 million, beating estimates of $847 million. Okay. 29 cents per share, beating estimates of 28 cents per share. Okay, revenue up 21% year to year. Pinterest monthly active users increased by 12% year to year. I call bullshit on that. Average revenue per user grew by 8% year to year. Pinterest shares appear to be facing selling pressure due to the company's outlook for the third quarter. Let's go see where that is. Pinterest expects third quarter revenue to be in the range of 885 to 900 million versus 907. So missing the estimates quite a bit over there. And expenses are expected to be between 485 million to 500 million. So their expenses are quite high for how much revenue that they're actually going to be bringing in, and the revenue is already missing the estimate. So a little bit of a reason why the stock has dropped quite a bit in the after hours. Our monetization efforts are paying off. No, it is not. Advertisers seeing improved performance. I call bullshit. So basically, the short report that came out on Pinterest not too long ago is that people are not using Pinterest as how much the company claims or would like to be using. And because not as many people are using Pinterest, they're having to blast the already existing users with ads all over the wazoo. So that's kind of making existing users not use Pinterest as much as they would have liked to use Pinterest, and hence Pinterest is basically kind of running themselves to the ground because they're having to feed this advertisers base, and they're having to push advertisements for these advertisers to eyes, and it looks like eyes at the moment are just leaving. So the short report is claiming that they're just kind of fluffing the eyes, the amount of viewers that are actually seeing the ads. It could just be bots or you know, not even legitimate views being given to these ads, and Pinterest, for that reason, when they say that they are actually growing year to year, I call bullshit. I've never made a Pinterest account in my life, right? I never see the use of Pinterest. Maybe some I'm not gonna go anything further because I don't want to get canceled, but just don't see any one of my friends using Pinterest at all, so don't think it's a useful software. Goodbye Pinterest. So far though, nice little flush on the after hours over here. Shut up, TH. No, you don't. So far, beautiful flush over here in the after hours. Looks like we got right under this marker that I once had for the previous earnings report, the last week high marker for the previous earnings report. We kind of got right under that and found a little bit of resistance right under that high. Let's see if we can find any pops to sign selling into on Pinterest. I want to short the shit out of this stock, ride it to the ground, and if TH uses it, we're gonna keep shorting it until they go bankrupt, so TH's account gets deleted. Because I can't have you as in my friend circle if you use Pinterest. I can't. I simply can't. So we gotta short this company to the ground, to the point where the company gets closed and TH doesn't have an account anymore. Okay, period. I think that's Abba in the background. Who are you talking about? That's Mila Kunis. Okay, FSLR. Let's go see what FSLR's report look like. Ooh, sales up 24%. Let's dive deeper. Quarterly sales 1.01 billion, beating estimates of 941 million, increasing by 24.59% from same period last year. Increase was primarily driven by volume modules. Okay, First Solar reported quarterly earnings of 3.25 per share, beating estimates of 2.72. Cash equivalents 1.2 billion to 1.4 billion. Any outlook? There we go. First Solar reiterated its first year guidance for earnings of $13 to $14 per share and net sales of 4.4 to 4.6 billion. Nothing to compare it against, however, but so far looks like the numbers are good, right? They're growing year to year by 24%, and stocks like First Solar, well, First Solar says semiconductor, but if I remember correctly, it is in the same field as ENPH. They work with solar panels, right? Solar panels and energy and so on. So FSLR, like ENPH, usually will take advantage when interest rates start going back down, and that's not too far out, right? Not too far out. In September's FOMC, we're getting a prediction that the interest rates are going to go down by at least 80% to 0.25 beeps, or we're going to get about 10%, 0.5 beeps rate cut. So they're not even thinking there is a halt possibility in September at all. So if that's the case, then stocks like FSLR, ENPH should start catching some traction, especially if their earnings reports are decent enough. Looks like, however, this stock might have been victim of the rest of the market and Microsoft when they flush. So originally we got to flush the downside. Eventually that flush gets corrected a bit. We double bottom right into today's low and we've kind of popped back up. There could be a long opportunity, but I think FSLR's priority for me is much lower. There's way better stocks tomorrow for us to trade. We got AMD, Microsoft, even Boeing that reports tomorrow pre-market could be more interesting than FSLR for me, honestly. But if there's a good setup that shows up, you know, it could be something to keep an eye on. Right? This could be one of those more hidden gem stocks that no one's watching, so no games are played and the stock just keeps going in one direction without any break. So you know, some fun always offered on stocks that usually don't have any eyes on it. Recently, one of those names are LMT. Straight upshot move every single day. I mean, look at that. Lockheed Martin. Look at RTX, right? Straight upshot moves every single day. Some of these names that no one's really watching, but someone has to buy them, right? Someone has to buy them. And if no one's really watching them and someone has to buy them, what do these stocks do? They just keep going up all day. So I think FSLR could be one of those hidden gems that you could have some fun with. But there are some big names tomorrow all across the board that we're going to have a lot of fun with. Next stock, EA Sports, is at an all-time high, which is also a multi-year, month high. So, I mean, look at this stock right here right now. The chart we're seeing is a monthly chart. Each candle's information is about 1 month's worth of information. And we have a 1, 2, 3, I'll count that one, 4 and 5 tops coming into that level before this earnings report, which causes the stock to break out of said level. So we got a little pop above the level, a little bit of a pullback, and then we kind of just settled right into that level. Very important. Very important to see how EA Sports sets up tomorrow going into this trade. Look, market is breaking down. Market's struggling. Other game dev companies like Unity, Roblox are all struggling, and all of these well, maybe not Roblox, Jesus Christ. Okay, Roblox, what the fuck happened here? Okay, what the fuck happened to Roblox? Who hurt Roblox? But you know, some of these game dev companies are struggling. But here you have EA Sports, who recently lost the FIFA deal. They are no longer allowed to make FIFA games. They just lost that whole contract. Now they're hanging out over here? Like, how is that even possible? Right? So let's go find out their earnings report, see if it's worth for them to have this type of a reaction, at least in our bias. EA Sports first quarter net bookings 1.26 billion, down from 1.58. Okay. In last first quarter 1.58 billion according. Okay, net bookings came in ahead of the company's guidance of 1.25 billion. Net revenue for the barely. Net revenue for the quarter came in at 1.66 billion compared to 1.92 billion in last quarter. Big drop. Electronic Arts said Madden NFL 24 FC Online, because now obviously they can't call it FIFA, so Football Club Online, Football Club Mobile had strong performance in the first quarter. I call bullshit. The company saw EA Sports Football Club have tens of millions of new fans engage with their franchise in the quarter thanks to real world tournaments and events. However, I don't know if it's the EA Football Club or if it's the old FIFA games that have you like pull cards and you open cards in a game. It's not like an actual physical card that you're pulling, like a player card, but it is a virtual player card that you're pulling that kind of became popular and people were spending a lot of money on that. So that is possible that EA caught some traction off of that. Let's keep diving into it. The company saw, okay, we saw that for the EA Sports Madden NFL franchise, the company saw weekly average users and total net bookings that were up in double digits year to year. The company repurchased 2.8 million shares of for $375 million in the first quarter as part of an existing stock repurchase program. EA delivered a strong start to the full year 25, beating net booking guidance as we continue to execute across our business. Our focus on delivering bigger, bolder, and more connected experiences for our players has never been sharper, and is illustrated by a record-breaking launch of EA Sports College Football 25 as we head into another historic Q2. What the fuck you mean historic? You're losing money. Since the first quarter ended, the company released EA Sports College 25 football. Highly anticipated game saw over 5 million unique players in the first week, including over 500,000 players as part of the EA Play trial. Okay, those numbers for sure have gone down drastically since then. For the full fiscal year, the company expects revenue to be in the range of 7.1 billion to 7.5 billion. Full year net bookings are expected to be in the range of 7.3 to 7.7 billion. Diluted earnings per share expected to be in the range of 3.34 to 4.0 for the full year. These are numbers that are great to read, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't compare it to the analyst expectations. Second quarter net expected to be, okay, more stuff that I can read, but I can't really compare it to anything, so that's going to be boring. Looking ahead, the remarkable success, this guy's going to keep stroking his company's ego over here. There is no remarkable success if you ask me. EA Sports is a scam of a company. I will never take a sponsorship deal if they ever offer me one. I hate EA Sports. I am picking war with EA Sports any opportunity I get. If you know me, you know how facts I keep it with you guys. EA Sports is the spawn of the devil. They are the devil for the gaming culture. They created, well, maybe they are not at fault for creating microtransactions, but they are one of the first ever companies to really adapt microtransactions to a whole new level where they ruined games. They made amazing games pay to win, where if you paid, your guns now do more damage, and if you don't pay, your guns don't do enough damage. So even if you have better aim than the other person, you die because your gun does only 50 damage, whereas the other guy's does a full 100% damage. So EA Sports is a spawn of the devil for me. I will never trust EA Sports. They now obviously are trying to, you know, rebuild themselves. Shout out to them for their stock market success. Oh, great, amazing. You actually managed to break your multi-monthly high today on the after hour move, but I'm calling Fugazi as how big of a resistance this level is. If we're not able to, as simple as this is, guys, as simple as this is, if EA Sports, my number one idea tomorrow, if it's not able to find buying above this resistance area of 150, 150, right? If it doesn't find buying above 150, 150 or $152, there's simply no long. If we're not able to even stand above 150 and show me that buyers are coming in and fighting for the long above 150, it's goodbye EA Sports. We're looking for the short. Send it back down. That is not a beat on any side for EA if you're looking at the earnings report. That is an absolute BS beat. I mean, it's not a beat to begin with, right? It's not a beat to begin with. But for them to say that they had a record quarter when they clearly are down multiple $1 million in the quarter, how can you even stand there and say things like that? What absolute BS from EA Sports. I'm not buying it. You can see how much hate I have for EA, obviously. All right. Lemonade. I don't even know what Lemonade is. Finance, property, casualty, insurance. So, insurance company, Lemonade, a little bit of a drop in the after hours. Never really knew what they do. I mean, this looks pretty boring. If it has and we pulled back into what, 17 $15, where did we pull back into? 19 $18. Yeah, Lemonade might just get the boot for tomorrow, guys, because we have so many better stocks to trade. So I'm just going to give Lemonade the boot for tomorrow. We're going to quickly go look at some of the stocks that report tomorrow pre-market instead, because there are some fun stocks setting up in that board. We got at the top of the board, Boeing reporting in the pre-market, NCLH along with them, and then we got MasterCard. So here are three stocks that are reporting pre-market. We'll be interested to see how they set up. Obviously, Boeing with a lot of turmoil in the most recent past, struggling to regain its glory. But let's see how the earnings report comes out. You know, I know they've made quite a bit of a sales to Chinese companies, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if I'm getting that accurate. I might be misquoting that. But big MO2, yeah, MO Altria smoking company, cigarettos. So Altria also reports tomorrow. Make sure you have that on your watch list. Don't forget that one. Boeing, NCLH, MA, and MO. MO. What's your MO? MA. I don't know. That wasn't funny. That was stupid. I apologize. That was pretty stupid. I apologize for that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is basically the main watch list for tonight. But besides that, we do have stocks that reported today, such as PayPal, which made a monster run up. So I'm watching to see how PayPal reacts on dips, on if any dips get bought up, especially into today's low. I want to look long, right? I want to see how the market reacts first. How does PayPal react to the market? If PayPal is already, you know, much higher than today's high, then it's obviously look for longs on dips on PayPal. But if PayPal is at today's low, and if it's creating a nice little 5-minute pattern, holding for 15-20 minutes into today's low, either it's a bull flag or a bear flag, whatever flag it is. Well, if it's going down into today's low, it's probably a bear flag. But if it bear flag into today's low, you could possibly look for a long or a short, whatever your heart desires, with a nice, easy, actionable stop for you to play with. So stocks that reported today, such as PayPal. Here's a stock that our girl Momo is gonna love. Pfizer, because Pfizer originally looked very, very weak off the open, so weak that it turned me off. I was actually looking for a trade on Pfizer, but Pfizer looked so weak that it turned me off, and I said, nope, I'm not gonna look at it. Later on, much later on in the day, when I looked at Pfizer, it actually bounced off of a technical level. This is why I like using technical levels, right? Look where we bounced off of. Today's low, last month's low. This doesn't happen randomly, guys. That's because someone has a buy order there and they bought the market off that area. Here's another example. Here's QQQ. The whole market itself. Obviously, the QQQ was a little bit weaker. We broke under that. We triggered some stops, but then the market bought right back up. But I think here's what would have happened if the market in terms of the market, if S&P 500 went to the very same level. If S&P 500 went into last week's low like the way QQQ went into last week's low today, that would have taken QQQ into last month's low. All right? So you gotta have these levels mapped out and see how these levels that are not having any text above them are lines that I've drawn myself. See how close to those levels that I have them mapped out, right? I'm pretty good at these mapping stuff, right? Or I'll stop gloating about myself. But look how important these tech levels are. So if PayPal goes back into, you know, yesterday's low, which is today's low. So tomorrow, if PayPal goes into today's low and shows some buying into today's low where we actually double bottom, then I have multiple earnings anchored VWAPs, and even today's anchored VWAP of earnings comes right into that area. I mean, come on now. What more do you want to see? Sorry for burping in your face right there, chat. So multiple reasons to look for long here. to see if this area holds. If we hold this area, get back above 64, show buying above 64, go to 65, get back above 65 and show buying above 65, that just sets you up for an amazing long opportunity for the whole day, and even a trade that can possibly get turned into a swing trade of some sorts, right? So always looking to see how stocks like these that have a good reaction on day one off earnings react on day two. And if there was a stock that had good reaction on day one, Pfizer is a great example, right? Sold off because of the market, but then got bought right back up later on, and got bought right back up like 10 times harder than any other stock that reported earnings today got bought back up. So Pfizer over here, possibly something to keep an eye on. At the moment, we have this $31 area to keep a watch. I don't think Pfizer should get below 31. Surprise, surprise. Look at where today's VWAP is. Today's VWAP at $31. So I honestly don't think Pfizer should get below 31. That should be support. And if by any chance we get a dip buy into 31 and Pfizer just kind of tickles 31 and runs past back to the upside, there's a long setting up there, a long into 31 through today's high, and then possibly even more for a swing term trade for those of you looking for that long. Notice how that 31.50 is also somewhat of a daily chart significant area right there. Daily chart significant area as something to keep an eye on. So multiple reasons to watch possibly Pfizer tomorrow for somewhat of a day two, right? We've talked about day two opportunities from our good friends over at Alpha Trends. Day one today because they report earnings. Day two tomorrow if they pull back into today's technical levels, hold and run back up, or pull back into today's technical levels and show you buying off of these areas. Talking about stocks that moved drastically today on day one, but to the opposite side, we'll talk about SYM, Symbiotic Inc. Symbiotic pushed pretty hard to the downside today, looking for any pullbacks into this previous resistance areas. I told you in my notes yesterday, if the stock finds buying above 30, be careful. Off the open, we rally above 30 and we find buying above 30. Look where we find selling, right into the after hour high right there, right into the last month's high, and then we flush right back. After that flush came in, I figured, okay, so the stock is clearly getting sold under 30 after that big of a sell. I'll look for a short. I got short and I kind of got out somewhere over here. Was a nice and easy short opportunity. So looking to see if Symbiotic pops back into $29.50, pops back into $30, and gives you an opportunity to short that area. So watching SYM for a little layup, a simple, easy layup. And FFIV on the opposite side, kind of like what PayPal did, had positive earnings, could not hold that level of 200 that we wanted it to hold, so I flushed lower. Later on in the day when the market looked good, it got back above 200. This one's priority is not as high as any of the other stocks that we talked about, but something to keep an eye on if you're interested. Just not as high as a priority. But the main reason is the 30-day average volume for the stock is 500,000. Today we brought in 2 million, but we struggled to bring in 2 million. So it's for stock like this to have like a day two opportunity is usually low. There are situations, or as my manager calls it, permutations. There are permutations where stocks like these go crazy. For example, LMT. But those are rare, and stocks like LMT are probably going crazy because people are expecting war to happen. Also, I mean, it could be happening because the people who are going to make war happen are the ones buying this up. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Nancy Pelosi. Right? All right. CrowdStrike. Big down move today. We talked about how the stock is in for some real trouble. Lawsuits coming in. Today we actually get the confirmation that Delta Airlines is teaming up to file a lawsuit against them, recoup their losses that they incurred from the mess that CrowdStrike did. So CrowdStrike over here pulling down. Now any pops, you basically look for shorts. I don't think CrowdStrike's gonna survive this or at least I should say in a way where it's not gonna ever go back into $400. At least not for the next 2-3 years. I don't think CrowdStrike's gonna go back to $400. At least not for the next 2-3 years, and it's gonna plummet for quite some time. So CrowdStrike's gonna struggle here. It's gonna lose some revenue. It's gonna lose a lot of clientele, and eventually it's gonna not be the king anymore. It's not gonna be the king anymore. So that is a sad story for CrowdStrike. So any pops, I'm mainly looking to short this stock. Besides that, we do have our large cap stocks, Apple, Amazon, Google, but I'm not interested to trade any of them tomorrow other than Nvidia, AMD, Microsoft. There are Tesla and Meta, I will not lie to you, right? But Meta reports tomorrow after hours, so why would I even bother with it at that point? ARM reports tomorrow after hours, so I'd rather just wait for these stocks to report and then trade them. Tomorrow we got Microsoft, AMD, we got Microsoft, AMD, Starbucks, ANET, Pinterest, First Solar, EA. Tomorrow pre-market we got Boeing, NCLH, MasterCard, MO. Today we got PayPal, Pfizer, PG, SYM. I mean, that's about 17, 16 stocks that I just named right there for you guys that you have amazing setups coming into. And regardless of that, you have the QQQ, the S&P 500, the IWM, and the Bitcoin markets, all of which will possibly make somewhat of a move at 2 o'clock when FOMC comes in. So tomorrow is going to be a monster day. Big opportunity setting up throughout the day. Here's a quick show at the economic calendar. Here's a quick outlook at the economic calendar. 8:15 we got the non-pharma employment numbers. At 9:45 we got the Chicago PMI. 10:30 we got crude oil inventories, which happens every Wednesday at 10:30, and then obviously 2 o'clock FOMC. 2:30 we got the press conference, at which point Papa Powell will be on the microphone getting baited by some questions, and then his tonality in that conference will be pretty important. How does he answer this question? Is it dovish? Is it hawkish? Is it talking about rate cuts? Is he not talking about rate cuts? When is the rate cut? Who has the answers? So all these questions will be having, will have a pretty big impact on the market tomorrow, and we just got to be a little patient. Big day setting up for the market, and your boy Pratty Daddy is very excited. Very excited. AMD, Microsoft at the top of the board, and besides that we got EA Sports that I want to absolute smack. I want to smack EA Sports to the ground tomorrow, chat. Join me in shorting EA Sports. This has been non-financial advice. This is not financial advice. Alright, some chess time, fellas. This is the end of the stream. If you enjoyed what you saw today, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure you know that we are live Monday to Friday. That's a lie. Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 p.m. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your love. Appreciate your support. It's time to go to chess screen before Dieter starts yelling at me. Should I do it, chat? So this is a game that I'm playing against my manager, my old manager. If I go here, I can kind of do this. Let's not do that. Should I go here? He's watching that. Should I take this? Go here. Should I go there? I'll go there. Okay. That one's a little bit of a weird game because I don't know how to pull that game back up. How can I pull that game back up? Chess.com. Oh yeah, right here. So this one's a little bit of a weird game. I'll show you why I say that. So this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then I did this, but this was a mistake. I meant to go here, right? This was a mistake. I moved it here by mistake, but then I did not want to just move my piece back. So here's how I progressed from this. This is how I progressed. So I was trying to trap this piece, right? I was trying to trap this piece. I was like, okay, since I have this, and I would have had the same thing from here, so how can I work around this? So I brought this out, so I thought I was gonna do this, but then I realized, like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose either a bishop or a knight, and all I'm getting out of it is pawns. So this doesn't make any sense. This is stupid. So let me try to push my pawns up in a way where I could take his pawns and then have my two pieces over here as defense or attack. So I push him up, defense, right? So he doesn't attack me. He goes next. He does that. He does this. He kind of blocks me in or wants to block me in. So I make him run back. Okay. And then I chase him down a little bit. I chase him down. He goes back. Then I'm getting ready for this line. Sorry, not like this. I'm getting ready for this line. He comes in over here. I move this here if I remember correctly. Oh, I do this. Okay. He brings that in. I bring this in. He does that. I do that. He brings that. I go here. Right. I could have taken this, but I realized that the queen is watching this, so I do this first. He comes over. I trade. And here's where we are now. Here's where we are. I'm already castled, brother. I'm already castled. Alright. Oh, you're saying the key to success in life and chess is to castle. Gotcha. Alright, let's do the puzzle. Let's get the puzzle time. White to move. I'm stupid. Très stupide. Très stupide. White to move. Black. Oh, fork. Black. Okay, black. Gotcha. White. Oh, boys. That was clean. Boys. That was clean. Oh my god, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Alright, let's not feel ourselves too much here. And July 24, 2020. That's crazy, right after the day of my birthday at IPO'd. Boys. It's chess time, boys. Alright? Pay attention. Pay attention, boys. He loves this open. It's the only fucking open I know, you dummy. It's the only fucking open I know. Sagar Prabhakar. Hello, my friend. Are you from Hyderabad? Oh, he's responding to me, that's why. Dude, respond to me when it's my turn, not when it's your turn. You're wasting your time. From Karnataka. Hello. Oh, that is great. Oh, nice. He's basically neighboring provinces with me. Now watch this, you mother yakar. Watch and learn. It's like a nice western here. Woo! Nice western. Even the easy peasy, get me back to 600. I'm saying back to 600 because last night I got to 600, but as soon as I got to 600 I got back to 588 back-to-back games. I said, you know what, let's not try to force it to get to 600 before we get to bed. Let's just go to bed. And I went to bed at like 12:30 because I was trying to play chess. Every night, force myself to go to bed early, but I end up playing chess. This guy can't be real, right? I mean, like, this guy actually can't be real. What is this buddy's game plan? Oh, he's trying to take my queen? He should take my queen here. If he doesn't, he's an idiot. Oh, actually, he can't. I should take his queen. I have so much material, I should just take his queen. Why not, right? I have so much material, I'll just take his queen. Like, what? That's mine. And then I'll just build these guys up and go get another queen. Like, yo, what? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll move that out of the way or I'll just check you. Like, brother, do you even know how to play? Check. Move that now. Can't go there, can't go here. Can't go here, can't go here. So you can't kill me. That's aiming down there. This is mine. And now that's protected. Inshallah, that's mine. Bring this down, I don't care. Like, you're trapped. Can I fork you somehow? This is mine. Dogger. That's mine. That's mine. You can't go here. You can't go here. You can go there. Check. Plus 27 points. This has to be my biggest victory ever. I'll go here. Not only did I stalemate, I bit my own lip, and it's bleeding. That hurt. That hurt. That shit hurt. Ah! What hurt more, me biting my lip or me stalemating because I knew this would happen? Oh my god, I was up plus 27 points, chat. Alright, well, whatever. Warm-up game we drew. At least we didn't lose, right? And there's no way we should not have fucking lost that. Oh my god. This is my biggest win. Nope. Who's we? You, dumbass. You're part of this. You're part of this group. Alright, I gotta get a win so I can go do dishes and call it a night. Come on. No, you're part of me. Giggity. Yeah, cause you reply like 30 minutes late, TH. How about reply on time? Huh? You ever thought about that before, genius? I know I had a free pawn, but he had to come in this way. I was looking at that free pawn too. TraderPrad did not reply to me on time. About what? Well, when I'm talking about stocks, I usually am on a train of thought, so I lose my train of thought when I read the chat. So I stay glued. Oh, I saw both of those statements. I thought I acknowledged especially the Ford one. I acknowledged the Ford one. I kind of skipped past the Elon Musk comment because I was in a train of thought, but I read it. I read it. I kind of skipped past it though. I read it, and the Maple Leaf comment too, or Maple not Maple Leaf, the Maple Story comment. I read it. Trust me. Trust me. Why did this guy move from here to here? Why not just take this, make me move here so you get that and then you check? I'm gonna move this one up so I can open up this line of sight because this guy's game plan is clearly to get this and make me move out of here. Alright kid, let's play. Fucking guys playing from North Korea, bro. Come on, fucking North Korean internet. This is how my second game's gonna go. Against the 602. Bro, what are you doing, man? Disconnected, will auto resign in 26 seconds. He's playing from North Korea, from McDonald's in North Korea, man. They don't have internet over there. Well, he's giving me a free fucking win. I'll take it. Please don't reconnect. 10 seconds. 9. Oh, he reconnected. Oh my god. Bro, you could not have just stayed disconnected, you fuck face. Well, I think I'm gonna win on time either way because he's taking so much time to play his moves. Like, that was 5 minutes to play his move. No, his internet's lagging. It says okay connection, some lag, but his internet might be lagging. He might be on mobile. I'm expecting him to be on mobile at least. What do I do here, bro? Do I just pray that I win on time? Dodge and weave, baby. They call me fucking Muhammad Ali of chess. Suck my dick, boy. You ain't got no fucking draw. Suck my dick. Suck my dick, kid. Get your bum ass out of here. Idiot. Fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. Check. Let me just go here just to be safe. No. Do something. No. Mine. Buy. Mine. No. No. Mine. Mine. No. Mine. Fuck out of my fucking game, bro. Get out of here. I'm gonna be right back. Let me go grab another beer. This guy really thought that he could fucking get me, bro. Get the fuck out of my fucking game, buddy. With your slow ass internet to begin with. Get the fuck out of my game. It was the beer talking. On that note, cheers, chat. Cheers. He could have won that. He had a knight or a rook, but since he was running out of time, he made some really poor decisions. Please go here like they all do. Please go there like they all do. Thank you. Now go here. They never learn. They never learn. If you don't, I will. Thank you. I thought the pawn was here and I... Well, that's an omega lol. I thought the pawn was here, so I wanted to leave the pawn. I wanted to take it with the knight or the queen. Sorry, I wanted to take it with the queen. I wanted to take it with the queen. That way when I moved this, he had some backup. Oh. Fuck, that was a mistake. It's a horse or a horsey? It's a knight. It's a horsey! If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's not a fucking snake. Yeah, we call this a classic Mexican standoff. A classic Mexicano standoff, my friend. Captain Chu. Classic Mexicano standoff going on over here, amigo. I'm making some pork sausage, chat. I want to put in a hot dog bun, eat that shit. And then I gotta do dishes. There's quite a bunch of dishes at home. Fuck. I would if Buddy plays. We have 1 draw, 1 win. Is that the record right now for tonight? What's the record tonight, chat? What did Buddy just take? Why don't we leave him trapped there? Oh! That's twice in this game that we've done this. What an idiot. If he did this, I could not kill him. He had this as a backup. What an absolute fucking moron. Thank you. Come again. Oh, he's gonna take this rook too now. Fuck, I should have moved this rook up here. But then I was worried about a checkmate. He would have checkmate me if I didn't. He would have checkmate me if I didn't do that. Now I have a backdoor escape, see? Go ahead, do something. Fucking idiot, do it. He goes here. He checks me. And I can't kill him. Pretty much game over. So, my two mistakes cost me the fucking game, man. My two mistakes cost me the game. Alright, one draw, one win, one loss. You gotta play one more to settle the score. Two mistakes where I moved my piece, where I didn't intend to move my piece. What an absolute joke, dude. That's GG. This guy was 600? No, he got 600 from that win. Okay. Alright. Game decider. I don't know why I did that. There was... Oh, this is why. He should have done that because then I can't move my queen. What an absolute idiot. Let's just do that to be safe so he can't landlock my queen. Fuck that rook, who cares? My pork sausage is ready. How am I up 3? Do I have 2 rooks? Where's my second rook? I don't have 2 rooks. Thank you. Go, do it, please. 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 Hopefully he doesn't see that I'm targeting that. Oh, he saw it. I mean, you can target that all you want, my friend. Do it, please. I fucking dare you, pussy. Alright, that was smart. Aha! 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 That's the only move you have, pussy boy. Pussy boy! Oh, you got me, eh? Now what? Bang. Bow, 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 bow. That's 2 losses, 1 draw, 1 win. We need to settle it with the win, boys. Settle it with the win so we're even on the night. God damn it. Shut up, TH. I hate you. My late game sucks, bro. My late game is so atrocious. Like how good my early game is. My late game is atrocious. Ugh. Oh, and I have the worst coaches. You guys suck as coaches. Worst coaches ever. Hey, whatever you call yourself, potato, you're still the fucking worst. I'm joking, you're not. You're actually a pretty decent dude. I love you. I'm dead. I'm not. I'll just go back. That's mine. I'll just go back. I'll take that. This guy's pissed right now. All he has is a knight, or sorry, a horsey. And I have his horsey, his diagonal motherfucker, and his pawn. I'm pawning him. I'm gonna go get my food. My food's ready. I forgot. My turn yet? Psh, Barely even lost any time. That's what I like to see. He's aiming for this, isn't he? Alright, aim for that now, dumbass. Hazel the hazelnut. Well, you're a nut that's about to get cracked right now, boys. Chat, I know you can't see it, but I got a nice Italian sausage inside a hot dog bun with mustard, ketchup, and relish. Oh, mamma mia. Now what, pussy boy? My bishop did a whole round trip. He got a bunch of shit over here, and he got a bunch of shit over here, and he's back at his original spot. Look at this trooper, bro. Original spot. Got his first kill over here. Got a second kill over here. Came back. Send his queen back home. What a trooper. And now watch this. Just to disrupt his forces a little bit more. That's right. Make him do things he wasn't ready for. Now what? Here? Do it. Okay. Alright, fine. We'll pull back a bit. Pull back, retreat, retreat. It's called guerrilla warfare. Attack, retreat. Attack, retreat. Guerrilla warfare, chat. Guerrilla warfare 101, okay? So, see, we attacked, and now we're getting attacked, and now we retreat. Retreat. Bang. Oh yeah, I finished all my steak. Now all I have is chicken and sausages, so I'm trying to finish that. Boy, that sausage is good, man. That sausage is so fucking good, boy. Oh, you done fucked up, boy. Oh yeah, you done fucked up. You're dead here. 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 Only way alive you're... Okay, good. Okay, buddy, you're boring me to death now. This guy's boring me to death. Now you're fucked. Dead, dead, dead. Okay, never mind. I'm coming for you, pussy boy. Just keep waiting. Oh, boys, that sausage was so good. I don't even care if I lose this game, I'll be honest with you. Oh, that sausage fucking hit the spot. Oh. Moron! Moron alert! Sound the alarms! Wee woo wee woo wee woo! Next, I'm having an old friend for dinner, but you are the old friend, are you not? Gotcha! Your perimeter has been breached. Oh no! Suka bliat! What the hell am I doing? Suka bliat! 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 Suka, блядь! Kurwa! Tabarnak! 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 Colis! Tabarnak! But jeez, man knows French swears. Who's Barstool Bagel? Holy, who's this? Tabarnak! Welcome to the chat, Barstool. I've never seen. Oh, that's you. Tabarnak! Let's just say I was at your house on the weekend. Who the fuck who was at my house on the weekend knows French? What the fuck? Who the fuck whose name's Barstool Bagel on YouTube knows French in my house? I'm calling cap on that, brother. I'll be honest, I don't know how to win this game. Oh shit, I only have a minute left? Oh god, hold up. Check. Let's just say I was at your house on the weekend. That's fucking sus. Oh, checkmate. I don't even know how that's checkmate. Hold up, how's that checkmate? Can't go here. Game over. Oh, what a... My subconscious is better than what I think, than me. My subconscious is better than me. I should just let my subconscious play for me at all times. Holy, let's go. That's a win, chat. Okay, that's 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Right? 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. We'll end it at that. We'll end it at that. I'm guessing Barstool, your name starts with an S. Did I get that right, Barstool? If your name doesn't start with an S, then I'm guessing your name starts with an M. Obviously, I don't want to dox you, so I'm not going to say it out loud. But I'm just wondering, who in my chat who came to my house has a username called Barstool? And I can only think of 2 people. Your name either starts with an S or your name starts with an M. You're the Jerry Lewis v Chess. I don't even know what that means, but I'll take it. I'll fucking take it, brother. What a chess night. We've been streaming for over 2 hours. 2.5 hours. Just because we've been streaming chess for an hour and a half. Obviously, chess streams are way more fun than talking market streams for me. I will stream chess all night and video gaming all night if you guys are willing to watch it. But hey, guys, I gotta head out. You just saw me finish my dinner. I know, dinner at 10 o'clock. what can I say? I get home pretty late. I get home at like 7:30. I don't have time to prepare for the stream. I prepare for the stream, and then by the time I'm streaming, I don't have time to eat dinner. So I have to eat dinner usually after stream. Look at all the sacrifices I do for you guys. But hopefully all that leads to somewhere. It gives you some trading ideas, gives me some trading ideas, and it leads us all to making some sweet cheddar cheese, baby. That sweet money. Good stream today. We found some amazing opportunities on AMD, Microsoft, and a bunch of other names that reported today. Excited to see how the stocks reporting tomorrow move and how they set up for trading opportunities. FOMC tomorrow. That's going to be crazy at 2 o'clock. 2:30 we got Papa Powell press conference. So a lot more craziness over there. Tomorrow we got Meta. Let me just quickly go check what others reporting tomorrow. We got Meta, ARM, Qualcomm, Carvana, Western Digital, Riot, even Paycom to throw it in there. So a bunch of names reporting earnings tomorrow. Make sure you tune in at 8 o'clock to go check out how these stocks reported earnings. And then Thursday, obviously, we got some big heavy hitters reporting earnings, so we can't wait to look at how they move the market overall. I'll catch you guys on the next stream. I'll catch... Both are not me. I'm undercover. Who the fuck is in my chat that has a Barstool username and that you're neither of those? I'm too much of a wild card to be on the show. Yeah. Oh, but do you work at the office? You don't work at the office. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? Hold up, we gotta play this. We gotta play this. Pause the outro. Pause the outro. We gotta play this. We gotta play this.
MMA.us and Caged Insider. Connor, take a look around you. You got a lot of champions, a lot of grizzled vets. Who do you think would give you the hardest fight out of anybody on stage?
Right here. Right here, the hardest hitting 145 pound, the real hardest hitting 145er right here. This guy TKOs people. When I knock people out, they don't fucking move. They're not. Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? I think if you were at the trading floor. Oh, by the way, this is the picture. This is one half of the picture of the thumbnail, and this is the other half of the picture of the thumbnail. The AMD CEO. But if you worked at that trading floor and you were never on the show, then I'm really surprised as to who it could be. Because Yannick has been on that show. I could see him having Barstool in his username. Spencer's been on the show. I could see him having that username. Okay, I'm just going to dox him at this point. Max has been on that show. I could see him having that username. But if you're too much of a wild card to be on that show, and you have that username, who the fuck is this guy? I gotta ask in my private Discord, who is this guy? All right, guys, it's time for me to. Well, Max has been on the show. Max replaced me as a host for quite some time until they fucked him over too. That's just what Trader TV does. It just fucks people over all across the job. If you want to secure yourself as a trader, your number one goal is to not be a host on Trader TV Live. That's advice. That's a quick tip for you guys. But it's time for me to call it a night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Have a good night. Have an even better trading session. TraderPrad out. I got to go find out who Barstool Bagel is, because that's just pissing me off. I'm joking. It's not pissing me off, but I'm intrigued. Have a good night, guys. Peace. Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.